To edit files at the command line, you use a text editor. There are several different text editors. Which one you use is mainly a personal preference. There are a lot of tutorials and cheat sheets available online, so I'll link a few of those below. In this video, I'll introduce the 3 most popular ones with the basics of how to use them so you can decide which you want to use. As an aside, on SuperCloud you have 2 other options for editing files. You can edit them on your computer and transfer them over, see our video on transferring files, or you can use the text editor in Jupyter. Even if you use one of these as your main method for editing files, it is worthwhile to learn how to use a command line text editor for quick edits. The 3 most commonly used text editors are VI, Emacs, and Nano. VI is probably the most widely used and is also the most widely available. It'll be on every Linux machine, while other editors may or may not be installed. It has a bit of a steep learning curve, but has a lot of functionality that makes it worth it. Emacs is probably medium as far as difficulty to learn is concerned, but it also has a good amount of functionality as well. I'm most comfortable using Emacs, so you'll sometimes see me use it in this course. Nano is considered the easiest to learn because it displays the commands on the screen. Here I'll show quickly how to start each, edit a line, and exit. Consult one of the cheat sheets or tutorials provided below for more information. Let's start with VI by running vi book.txt. The first thing to know about VI is it has 2 modes, command mode and insert mode. Any key you press in command mode will be used as a command. Any key you press in insert mode will be inserted into the text at the cursor location. When you start VI, you'll be in command mode. You can move the cursor using the arrow keys: up, down, right, and left. The $sign goes to the end of the line, and 0 goes to the start of the line. Control F goes forward a page, and Control B goes back a page. With all of these text editors, you can also use the scroll wheel on your mouse or 2-finger scroll on a touchpad to move the cursor up and down. And clicking with your mouse won't necessarily move the cursor. Once you get to the place where you want to enter text, let's say I want to enter something right here, press the I key to enter insert mode. You'll see it says insert on the bottom. Then everything you type will be added to the file. To exit insert mode, press the escape key on your keyboard. To save and exit, press Shift-ZZ twice as if you were to type 2 capital Z's. Alternatively, if you want to quit without saving, press Q, ! and hit enter. Now let's look at Emacs. We can run emacs book.txt to open our text file. Emacs does not have modes like VI, so if you start typing, text will appear in the file wherever your cursor is. You can move your cursor using the arrow keys. To go forward and back a page, you can use the page up and page down buttons if you have them on your keyboard, or the scroll wheel or 2-finger scroll on a touchpad. As I mentioned, to write text in Emacs, you just write it. To save and exit your file, press Ctrl X and C. If you haven't made any edits, the program will just exit. If you have made edits, you'll be asked if you want to save them. press Y to save or N to just exit. If you press N, it'll warn you that you've made changes and ask if you're sure. Type yes to exit anyway without saving your changes, or type no and it'll take you back to the editor. Finally, let's take a look at Nano. Again, we can start by entering nano book.txt. Nano also does not have modes like VI, so you can start typing and it'll appear where your cursor is. You'll see a number of commands at the bottom of the window. Recall that the caret character is shorthand for the control key. If you want help, you can press Ctrl-G, which will give you a description of the commands. Press Ctrl-X to exit that. If you want to save your changes, press Ctrl-O, which stands for Write Out, and you'll be prompted to verify what you want to save the file as. Press Enter to select, and press Ctrl-X to exit. If you exit without saving your changes, you'll be asked if you want to save. Now you've seen how to start, make small changes, and save and exit 3 command line text editors. Try them all out, see which you like best. We'll provide some links to tutorials and cheat sheets for each for you to get more practice in the editor of your choice.